Ward, Tennessee Titans. Pick 1. Ward is a raw, rocket-armed quarterback who can throw 70 yards off his back foot and occasionally into double coverage. He's athletic, exciting, and probably has no idea what a checkdown is. Tennessee clearly believes in chaos, and I respect that. However, their offensive line, still rebuilding. Their receivers, still trying to separate from defenders. But hey, what better way to fix a franchise than handing the keys to a quarterback who's part Josh Allen and part Jameis Winston? Grade B+. Travis Hunter, Jacksonville Jaguars. Pick 2. The Jaguars traded up to select the best prospect in the draft. Hunter plays both sides of the ball with elite twitch and freakish body control. He's either a generational talent or the coaching staff is about to snap him in half trying to play him 100 snaps a game. This pick is pure upside. 2 roster needs solved by 1 alien athlete. And in a league where most teams can't develop 1 good cornerback, Jacksonville may have just drafted one who can also score touchdowns. Grade A+. Abdul Carter, New York Giants. Pick 3. Aside from Carter's elite physical traits and pass rushing prowess, he also has one glaring weakness. He's a huge Eagles fan. Yes, New York just used the number 3 pick on a guy who probably owns a Cooper DeJean jersey. That said, the talent is undeniable. Carter explodes off the edge like he's been launched from a cannon. He'll be a problem for NFC East quarterbacks, unless, of course, he lets Jalen Hurts score out of respect. Grade A+. Will Campbell, New England Patriots. Pick 4. The Patriots used the 4th overall pick on an offensive lineman. Shock. Will Campbell is a massive, technically sound left tackle who looks like he was engineered in a lab to run gap schemes and eat gravel. He's a rock-solid pick. But let's be honest, this isn't the flashy kind of move that gets the fan base hyped. It's the kind of move that gets praised in the film room and booed in the group chat. That said, Campbell should anchor their line for a decade. Grade B. Mason Graham, Cleveland Browns. Pick 5. Graham is a powerful, high-motor interior lineman built to collapse pockets and toss guards like lawn chairs. Line him up next to Myles Garrett, and you've basically created a quarterback's worst nightmare. That said, top 5 feels a little rich. He's solid, but this isn't a franchise-flipping pick. It's more like Cleveland saw a scary D-line and said, let's make it scream louder. Grade B-. Ashton Genty, Las Vegas Raiders. Pick 6. If this was last year, I'd hate this pick. But Saquon Barkley just saved the running back position. Ashton is explosive, powerful, and breaks tackles like it's a personal hobby. He can catch, block, and take it 60 yards with 0 warning. A running back at 6 is still a risk, but Genty's the kind of talent that makes you forget that. He's not just a back, he's a problem. Grade B. Armand Meu, New York Jets. Pick 7. I actually like this pick for the Jets. They give more protection to their new quarterback, Justin Fields, who for the first time in his NFL career might have more than 1 second to throw the ball. It's not the flashiest move, but it's the right one. Fields can't succeed if he's horizontal every other play. Meu helps fix that. Grade A-. Tedoa McMillan, Carolina Panthers. Pick 8. I get the idea. Give Bryce Young a big target. But this feels like a reach in a weak receiver class. McMillan has size and some upside, but if that was the goal, there were better tight ends still on the board who could have done the job and then some. He could develop into a solid weapon, but it's hard to shake the feeling Carolina drafted for need instead of value. Grade C+. Kelvin Banks Jr., New Orleans Saints. Pick 9. This is the Saints' 4th offensive tackle taken in the first round in 6 years. Surely they have to hit eventually. At some point, the law of averages has to do its thing, right? Banks is solid, but this feels like a bit of a reach. At this point, however, Saints fans aren't grading tackles on tape. They're grading them on whether they stay healthy past Halloween. Grade C. Coloulston Lovelin, Chicago Bears. Pick 10. The Bears took the second best tight end in the draft, even though the best one was still on the board. However, Coloulston Lovelin is a great fit for what new head coach Ben Johnson wants to do. Lovelin's a smooth route runner with soft hands and underrated YAC ability. He's got shades of Sam Laporta, who had a monster rookie year under Johnson in Detroit. If history repeats, Bears fans might finally see what a functioning offense looks like. Grade B-. Michael Williams, San Francisco 49ers, pick 11. This is exactly the kind of pick you expect from a competent franchise like San Francisco. No panic, no reaching, just adding a freakishly talented pass rusher to a defensive line that is already good at getting to the quarterback. Michael Williams has length, burst, and the kind of power that ruins drives before they start. The 49ers know what works, and they just double down. Grade A-. Tyler Booker, Dallas Cowboys, pick 12. I hate the Cowboys and I hate this pick. Tyler Booker is a day 2 guard and Dallas just took him like he's going to fix everything. He won't. You had premium talent on the board, and you walked away with an interior lineman who probably would have still been available 32 picks later. Grade D. Kenneth Grant, Miami Dolphins. Pick 13. Grant is a big, powerful interior lineman, but there were better defensive tackles still on the board. It's not a disaster like the Dallas pick, but it's definitely underwhelming. Miami usually makes headlines with speed. This felt more like they dozed off and hit auto pick. Grade C+. Tyler Warren, Indianapolis Colts, pick 14. The best receiver in the draft finally goes off the board. If Tyler Warren played wide receiver, he might have gone in the top 5, but because he lines up with his hand in the dirt, he slid. Still, this is a great pick. Warren can block, run routes, and make contested catches look easy. He's a walking mismatch. Too fast for linebackers, too big for DBs. Grade A+. Jaylon Walker, Atlanta Falcons, pick 15. Need meets value, and the Falcons didn't overthink it. Jaylon Walker is an explosive, versatile linebacker who flies around the field like he's got a cheat code. He can cover, blitz, tackle, and probably drive the team bus if they asked. Atlanta's defense needed juice, and Walker brings it. Grade A+. All right, we're stopping at pick 15. Not because I'm tired, but because I ran out of room in the thumbnail. You try squeezing 32 cartoon heads into one image. Everyone else? Let's just say you all get a B, except the Eagles. They get an A* because they're perfect, and I am completely unbiased.